There are vehicles on the market that offer you every conceivable gizmo and gadget, and just when you think that you've seen the lot, up pops Honda's new CRV, complete with electric shower. Honda's all-singing, all-dancing CRV seems to be the vehicle that's got the lot. Now, we've heard of SUV and, of course, MPV, but what on earth is a CRV?
CRV stands for Compact Recreational Vehicle.
And what is a compact recreational vehicle?
It's a lifestyle car. It's targeted at an audience who cars are important to them. They're individual in character. They want a car that's a sort of extension of their personality. It allows them to have more fun with their life, to go onto the beach, go windsurfing, mountain biking, and everything else. So it's part of their life.
Now, it does have 4x4 capabilities, and it does look remarkably like an off-road vehicle, far more than some of the others in its class. So does it go off-road? Can we take it in the mud and do a bit of mud plugging?
No, it has 4x4 capabilities, but it's clearly not an off-road car. We're not pitching this vehicle up against Land Rover Discovery, for example. But in most conditions, actually drives only the front-wheel drives, because with all our cars, Honda's had great new technology, and with this car we have a dual pump system, so that 99% of the time the car is actually a front-wheel drive car. But when required, the rear wheels come in and you've got four-wheel drive. So if there's a bit of ice on the road, broken road, uneven road, and we feel that it detects a slip in traction on the front wheels, then the rear wheels cut in and you've got four-wheel drive. So it's a safer vehicle to drive.
So it's an intelligent system that acts upon its own impulses, really.
And it's there when you need it, not when the driver decides they might need it. So it really sort of makes that decision for the driver.
Now, you've mentioned the safety there, and Honda do have a reputation for safety. What are the safety features are there on it?
Safety feature, standard ABS, which of course you don't get in many cars of this class. It's twin airbags, again, you don't get it on many cars of this class. The high driving position, which you do get in this kind of vehicle, which means you can look ahead and you can see accidents, you can see cars braking. So all of this helped to build it into a very safe vehicle to drive.
What have you got in the range? Because we've got the automatic version here. When are we going to see a manual on what is in the range at the moment?
At the moment we have an LS and an ES version. The ES, which is the top of the range, which features the air conditioning, the alloy wheels and the roof rails, and the LS, which has all the standard safety features and all the standard picnic tables and things that you'd expect in the car. The manual version comes out late autumn, early winter, so that's not coming out for 6 to 7 months.
And the $6 million question is how much? How have you managed to get it priced?
The LS version on the road is £16,995, and the ES version with the air conditioning, the alloy wheels and the roof rails is £17,995, and I think you will find that those prices are extremely competitive.
The CRV has a brand new engine, a 2-litre, which is unusual because it's actually no larger in size than the 1.6. Behind the wheel it feels more like a traditional saloon than an off-road vehicle. It doesn't have the bumpy, top-heavy feel of many vehicles in its class, and the soft suspension tackles most road conditions with confidence. The new engine does perform well, and it's great for driving around town in, but get it out onto the motorway and you'll realise that it lacks the power needed to give the CRV a bit of kick. You also notice a lot of noise at high speeds. And while I'm at it, I found the column gear shift annoying at first, a bit fiddly until you get to know it. But those few points are my only complaints, because on the whole, the CRV is fun and easy to drive. The steering is smooth and responsive, and the driving position extremely comfortable. There's excellent all-round visibility. You really do feel like you're behind the wheel of a well-engineered and quality vehicle. But it's the little extras that make the Honda something a bit different. There's a waterproof plastic storage compartment tucked safely away underneath the floor, just perfect for those muddy boots and damp wetsuits. Well, it is a recreational vehicle, isn't it? I always like to stop off en route and have a bit of a picnic, and in the CRV, this portable picnic table is cunningly disguised as a hinged plastic lid. Do you like to keep your beers nice and cold on that long journey? Then you'll be wanting the portable electric fridge. And yes, it's a must for every respectable recreational vehicle, your own portable electric shower unit. It Plugs into a 12-volt power supply in the back of the vehicle. Now, I would oblige with a demonstration, but the water's cold. So instead, I'll clean my boots with it. And there are loads of handy and secret storage compartments. Bit of a question for you. How do you get your mountain bike on a roof rack that's that high when you're this tall? Simple. It's all done with hydraulics. Nothing to it, really. And finally, there must be some of the ultimate 90s accessory somewhere on this vehicle. No, they're not there. Aha! Cup holders with a folding table. Now, of course, I should point out that some of those little extras are, of course, little extras, and you will have to pay a little extra for them. But even so, altogether the CRV is an impressive package. But let's face it, this is Honda's first ever sports utility vehicle, and there's a lot of well-established names on the market. So why should we buy it?
Well, some very, very strong arguments for buying the car. What we've done at Honda is we've gone to the uses and the requirements and the needs of our target audience, and we've thought this through, and the attention to detail in this car is staggering. I've talked about the four-wheel drive capabilities and the switch and the real technology in there, but name me another car that has a standard picnic table, you know, has an optional shower system, has a hydraulic bike lift to help lift the bikes onto the roof. The thought processes that have gone into this car and the attention to detail is quite staggering. Now, this car has been a huge success in Japan, a huge success in America, and now is going to take Europe by storm. And we know in the UK, and we know from the early reaction of the car, that this is going to be a very successful product.
Honda have a reputation for producing fantastically engineered cars that are packed with technology and will last you a lifetime. Not for making stylish little numbers for you to pose around town in. But I think that the Honda design team have been working overtime studying their copies of Vogue because they've become far more design conscious. And I have to say that I think the CRV is a real head turner. I think the CRV has more than a hint of European flair in its styling. But to get a second opinion, we took the CRV to the local supermarket, covered up all the badges and asked a few Saturday morning shoppers who they thought had made it.
Might be the new Mercedes.
Looks European.
Rover or Toyota.
Well, I just have a feel about the style and the design of it. It's from France.
Could be English, could be German, Volkswagen, Volvo.
Possibly German. Would have thought. Just the lines, looks like it's got decent engineering.
I reckon it's a Hyundai or something from the Far East.
It has to be Toyota or Vauxhall, one of them.
I think it looks like a Cherokee Jeep, but like a smaller version of it.
Whatever you think of the Honda CRV, it's certainly stolen the thunder from Toyota's RAV4. And the chaps at Rover must be pretty apprehensive about launching their sports utility vehicle, the Freelander, next year. Particularly when both Honda and Rover started working on the project together. But then, of course, BMW took them over, and well, that's another story. For now, the story is the Honda CRV, which I'm sure will soon be a very familiar sight on the roads of Europe.